Hey everybody, it's me, Pam Dragon Moon Creations. Welcome back to my channel. I had just finished up my let me turn that light on. I had just finished up my the 6x9 mini album that I had made from the Mystic Moon paper pad, and I had quite a few. Just do it this way. Quite a few little tiny scraps left over. I even put some tiny ones in a baggie like this, but quite a few small. This one's large, but they're like this. That's the 6x6. These are the 6x6 pieces that I used for one of them for my cover. But see how there's smaller pieces in here. And I was going to make a smaller album to try to use as many of these pieces, small pieces, that I could before I actually delved into using the other large pages. So I don't know if I showed you before. I don't think I did. That whenever I was making the album, I watched a video, and it says folio mini album 6x9 by 1 3/4, my sister Scrapper, and this is how I sketched the pages whenever I watched the video, and this is what I got my basic ideas from that. My husband had just finished a box of cereal, and I thought, well, this is a pretty nice little box. Of course, I will cut it probably, I don't work in centimeters, there we go, a little wide. I will probably cut this down to have a spine. I think the spine I had before was 2 inches on my larger album. I will probably cut this one back to probably 1 1/4. It may only have like 3 pages in it, but like I said, just something to use up those little pieces. So 3x5, that's 3. No, not 3x5. 3, yeah. 3x5 or 3x4 maybe. 3x4.5. I know it, I don't want to go any smaller than 3 because it's just hard to handle. So 3 by, I don't know. I'll cut it 3x5 and see if I like that size. Now I'm going to bring my paper trimmer over. This is my big one here that I use. My cats got on my paper trimmer and bit the metal up, so I had to tape it down. This side I don't use, even though it's a rotary cutter. I cannot figure out how to use it. It locks, and this locks and unlocks, and and it has the different blades, and I said, oh, to heck with that, I'll never figure that out. So first of all, I'm going to, and the blade locks down. I'm just going to go ahead and trim off this piece because I'm not going to use it. And see, this is why I like it. It'll just go scrunch right through the paper. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut the spine of the box off. And yeah. What did I say I was going to make that? Did I say 1 1/4? I think I did. I think I said 1 1/4. 1 1/4. Let me cut it 1 1/2 first, and then see if that's where I want. And this one's hard to cut like that way. That piece off. And that's 1 1/2. Yeah, that's 1 1/2. That may be plenty wide right there. I still got my piece. I think I'll move my pieces off. Can you see those over there? Yeah. And it's going to be by 5. Isn't that what I said? By 5. Yeah. Let's start out with. Let's do 5. 3 by 5. Actually, I'm going to cut it at 5 1/2 because you can always take away, but you can't put it back. 5 1/2. Even this up. that's fine. Alright. 5.5. I'm gonna do 6, and then I'm gonna do the other half off the other side, even these up. 5.5. Is that what I cut this one? Did I cut that one at 5.5? Or did I do 5? I did 5.5. Okay. Already lost track. Okay, cut this one off to make sure it's even. Okay. 3. 3's really narrow. Let's do 3.5, and then I'll decide later. Okay, so we're 3.5 by 5.5. There's one, a front or a back cover, and then do this one. Trim that off. Like I said, I don't think, you know, I don't think anybody would ever regret getting themselves a guillotine trimmer. My dryer's in the back. I'm just gonna get these. Okay, we got 5.5 by 3.5. Right? Alright. Put this out of the way. And get rid of these pieces. And bring this over here. And that will be my cover right there. I think I like that, the 3.5 by 5.5 on the outside covers. Yeah. And then the 1.5 inch spine. I think I like that. Alright. Yeah. So I think I'll do that. And then I have to find my tape that I used. Here. I'm here, I'm just not. Just haven't. Looking for my. My cloth tape. I think I used my cloth tape on the last small one that I did anyway. Do that right there. Gonna leave a little bit more so it can fold. My last one I did, it was a little stiff. Of course, I used the other tape too. I used the other tape, which was wider. Okay. I haven't seen anybody else do this. Not even. 5.5. 3.5. 3.5. Didn't look quite even. I haven't seen anybody else use cloth tape. Maybe they're saying, oh my goodness, no, you can't use that because it's not acid free. And I said, well, it's going to last as long as I need this album to last. There are just so many things that we use on these albums that are not acid free that I'm not going to worry about this one. Using that a little bit. Yeah, I hope I got that right this time. Okay, like we use cardboard. Cardboard, yeah. Any kind of cardboard is not acid free. As a matter of fact, I don't even know how they get paper to be acid free. Oh, I need that. I need that tape again. I don't know why I put that away. Need to do the other side. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Got a lot of play in it now. I don't know how much play it's going to have in it once I get paper on it. But I'll do that side too. Okay. And they don't sell this narrow cloth tape at Dollar Tree. Or, yeah, Dollar Tree. They don't sell it. All right, so and I'll just cut that off. Guess I'm drying some towels. I have a freezer that quit yesterday. Realized it yesterday morning. And yes, it had done it through the night, and it had decided to, you know, start thawing out the stuff in our freezer. We actually did have to have shrimp last night because the shrimp was almost completely thawed because it was in the door. Okay. So if you hear my dryer running, okay, that's going to be my my new book. The book cover. The book cover. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make it black again. Like that. Probably I can get. It doesn't really need. I don't need a whole lot. Okay. Get that there. Probably way too much, but oh yeah, that was a little too much. I do like the black. Let's see. Okay. Now this is just to reinforce, to help. Split. And this one I'm actually working with one that doesn't rock. I actually cut it and it's nice and even. Remember when I was doing my last one, it rocked. Let's see. I think I'm gonna glue that down with. We're gonna glue this down with Yes paste. My Yes paste is pretty. I think I'm going to glue it down with some Fabri-Tac. Yeah, I'll smear it around a little bit. I don't normally use the Fabri-Tac for that, but that's smelly. Smelly, smelly, smelly. together. Okay, alright. Turn it over. Let's see if I can get it stuck in. So, I know a lot of you ladies, and I have some gentlemen that watch me too. A lot of you are having to work during this. I'm hoping some of you can, what do they call it, telecommute? Work from home? Hope you all can do that. Me, I'm lucky to be semi-retired, and whenever I do go to work, bookkeeping, I don't have to be around a lot of people. Just me, actually, and my daughter now. She lives out in the apartment over the office building, but I just go out there and do a little bit of bookkeeping, and then I'm done. I don't have to do anything. I deal with people. I do have to go to bank, but I can always go to the drive-thru for that. Do this a little bit more. A little bit more of that off. I just don't need all that bulk. At least I don't think I do. Yeah, see, this is just still a little bulky for me. So, a lot of schools have been, our state closed the entire school. I thought he jumped the gun. West Virginia was the last holdout, and it may still be holding out as not having a reported case. It doesn't mean we don't have it here. It just means nobody's reported it yet. Or nobody's been tested. Someone said that they thought that they were certain that it had been going around in November, and I said, well, you know what, it may have. You know, they had a cold that they just could, a cough they couldn't get rid of. I said, well, that may be true. You know, if you're not sick, you know, people, they go to the doctor and, hey, they tested us for the flu back then, right? I didn't get tested. I had a stomach bug. But, you know, they test you and you test negative for whatever flu strain that's going around, and then they say, oh, well, you don't have the flu, you must just have something else, you must just have a cold or a cough or whatever. It's like, yeah, must have something else, which is, may have had the coronavirus the whole time. Coronavirus is here. Coronavirus causes lots of our flus. They call this one novel because it's just new. It's a new form of the coronavirus. Novel, new. Okay. I'm using this technique again that I used on my last corners. Oop. Finish up, Pam. Stop talking about medicine and stuff you know nothing about. You are not the expert. Even the experts don't understand this, what's going around. They don't know how to stop it. There's no, all you can do is treat the symptoms. You can't treat it because it's a virus. We cannot build immunities to it. But if we are, hey, if we're working from home and we're crafters, you know, there's always something to do. There is always something to do. Right now, I'm sitting here making a cover because I'm gonna make another little book. My last book was not so little. That thing was, whew, kicked my butt. It was, you know, they're only as hard as you want to make them, and apparently I was making it really hard on myself. So, just gonna fold this up. these should fold nice now that I don't have the unevenness that I had on the last one. Yeah. So I just wanted to, I'm not going to bore you with the whole thing, but I just wanted to let you know that I am going to start on another one of these books, and you try to use up those little bits. And I'll show you just how far I get using up those little bits. But I could barely get the bed made this morning whenever this thought hit me. It's like, oh, I want to do this. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish doing this, and maybe I'll show you progress later. I know my progress videos weren't the most popular videos, but I did get a few views on it, and you know what? I like doing it. So anyway, there you go. I started on that, and I'll let y'all go. Hope you have a great crafty day or night whenever you're watching this, and keep yourself safe. All right, and don't go crazy buying stuff. You know, we survived. Human race survived all kinds of plagues, and apparently the worst year we ever had was back in the 500s. Yeah, it was like dark for a year and a half or 2 years, something like that. So anyway, enjoy your life. Don't let it get you down. Have fun, create if you can, and wash your hands. All right? Thanks everybody for watching. See you next time. Bye.